What is going on, Pats Nation? It's Patriots Global here, back with another video. In this one, we got a little bit of some interesting news, some unexpected news, but some very noteworthy news here as Patriots starting quarterback Cam Newton has tested positive for the coronavirus. Now, the Patriots did release a statement on the matter, and they said, and I quote, "Late last night, we received notice that a Patriots player tested positive for COVID-19. The player immediately entered self-quarantine. Several additional players, coaches, and staff who have been in close contact with the player received point-of-care tests this morning, and all were negative for COVID-19. We are in close consultation with the NFL as well as our team of independent doctors and specialists, and will follow their guidance regarding our scheduled trip to Kansas City and game against the Chiefs. The health and safety of our team as well as our opponent are of highest priority." Now, it's definitely a bit of a tricky situation with the COVID testings. Usually, they take a few days to get back. So from what I understand, Cam Newton got tested on about Friday, and they just found out today. So he got tested and then was in the facility for the rest of the day. He was around people, basically with that COVID running through his system, but nobody knew because they did not get the test back until a day or two later. Now, Patriots players were asked about the situation. They were not named on who said this, but from what it sounds like, there was a lot of worry going around the Patriots locker room. A few of the players within the Patriots organization already did have COVID-19, so some of them are already immune to it. But the problem is that it was only a couple. A lot of these guys have not gotten COVID, so there is concern on, okay, have any of these other guys gotten it? From what we've seen, nobody else has, but we will continue to monitor that situation. As we all know, the New England Patriots were scheduled to play the Kansas City Chiefs at 4:25 at Arrowhead Stadium this coming Sunday. So technically tomorrow, but of course, as you probably could have guessed, that is not going to happen. Interesting enough, a practice squad quarterback for the Chiefs also has COVID-19. So, precautions going around with both of these teams. So that did get pushed back. When exactly is the game? We don't know. It's going to be Monday or Tuesday. If I had to guess, I would probably say Tuesday. But when the team did find out that Newton did have COVID, they right away made sure to shut down the facility. So for the next couple of days, the facility is completely closed. Nobody is able to go into Gillette Stadium, or I believe Arrowhead Stadium for that matter. And they actually told Patriots players to sit by their phone on standby as they kind of navigate what is going to happen, because the Patriots were actually getting ready to leave. They were supposed to leave at around 1 p.m. before this ended up happening. So they all packed their bags. They were getting ready to hit the flight to go to Arrowhead Stadium. And then they find out that Cam Newton has COVID, and right away it's, stop it. We're not going on the flight. Everybody go home, wait by your phone, and we'll kind of let you know further notice on what is going to happen with this game. Now, real quick, guys, the wait for football, of course, is finally over. We're heading into week 4, and although you might not be able to be at a game this year, you can still get in of all the action with BetOnline. Now, BetOnline is going the extra mile to make sure that you get in on everything imaginable for this upcoming season, all the way from game spreads and totals to team, player, and coaching props. BetOnline gives you more options to wager than any place online. You can get in on their season opening bonuses today and start off wagering on win, division, and championship futures today. All you got to do is head to BetOnline today and take advantage of all their great sign-up bonuses. Again, that is BetOnline, your online sportsbook experts. Now, I think one of the biggest questions that people have here is going to be, what does this mean for Cam Newton? So right now he is placed on the COVID reserve list. That is not like like the IR where he has to be out for at least 3 weeks. Basically, until he's cleared, he's going to be placed on that list. That does free up an open roster spot for the New England Patriots. So right now they have 2 open roster spots. They have not activated Gunnar Olszewski or Damian Harris. We'll see if they do so, of course, because the game got pushed back. The ability to make them active also does get pushed back a little bit, so they do still have some time for that. Cam Newton can either be out about 5 days, or he could be out to about 10 days. So he's definitely going to be out against Kansas City. Essentially, we're just going to have to see what this means and kind of how he pans out with COVID to see if he's going to be able to play week 5 against the Denver Broncos. It pretty much comes down to how he reacts to this whole COVID testing. If he comes back negative twice, then I believe he ends up missing about 10 days. If he only comes back negative once, then I believe he's out for about 5 days. So obviously the situation sucks, especially when we're playing one of the toughest opponents we have. So let's cross our fingers that he's only out for 5 days. Either way, he is going to be out against the Kansas City Chiefs. That's pretty much inevitable at this point. But so that he only misses one game, cross our fingers that it's only a 5-day outage. He can come back versus the Denver Broncos. All in all, the most important thing here for the New England Patriots is that everybody stays safe. They do not want to spread this at all. They don't want this to spread to the coaching staff. Imagine if this ended up spreading to Belichick. Belichick would not be able to be the head coach for the New England Patriots. Someone else would have to take over. What if other players, key players, get COVID-19? That is one of the big worries here. So again, right now, everybody else is coming back negative. That is really good news. Let's hope that continues to happen. Again, best case scenario, nobody else has COVID. Cam Newton is only out for 5 days, and we can continue with the season. So cross your fingers and pray that is the best case scenario in the situation. But nonetheless, Cam Newton, diagnosed with COVID-19, will be out against the Kansas City Chiefs. What are your guys' thoughts on this? Let me know in the comment section below. Remember to give this video a big thumbs up if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel for all of your New England Patriots news. But like always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video.